I'm here at Desertfest with Old Horn Tooth. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good man.
What are you drinking?
Hells
Camden Hells.
at the moment, yeah.
It's got to be done here, isn't it?
Apparently so.
Yeah, when in Camden,
Camden
Hells.
Drink the
I also
Hells.
think it's the
When
most
in Camden, drink
affordable.
the Hells.
Well, what's in the band name? Or, where does the Old Horn Tooth originate from?
Originally it was to do with there's an old English folk tale called Jenny Greenteeth.
Yeah.
Came from there. That's the whole idea of it. It's like old horn teeth. Like that's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's based in like folklore.
Yeah, it's based in folklore. Yeah.
I don't know about Jenny Green.
Yeah, it's like this.
You were in a band about
The whole idea
I
about
know
this
about
a lady that lays underneath a lake or a pond,
Yeah.
and she sort of lures people in to their death. So she looks beautiful, and then all of a sudden she's just not beautiful. She just drags people down underneath.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
How I feel every day.
Yeah.
It's a bit like this band, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit like the band.
A tale as old as time itself, I'm sure. Oh, cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, speaking of time, I guess why did you all meet for the first time? What brought you together to?
Oh,
Again,
mate.
Chris is
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So originally the band was made. Like I set the band up probably 2017 or something like that. Yeah, something along those lines. I've written some songs. I needed some people to play. So originally it was like me and a couple of family members. My uncle and my cousin played bass and drums. Eventually they kind of lost interest in the band a little bit. It was like I needed some members. Managed to find Mark online. Mark came along. We had a little
Like
bit
a
of jam.
band dating site.
Yeah, band dating site. Yeah.
Grinder
It
for
was like
musicians.
grinder for musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Bumper?
No, I think it was join my
Join
band
my-
or something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay.
Join
Yeah,
my band.
yeah.
So we met Mark and
Free
joined my band.
advertising for
And
Join
then,
My Band.
Don't tell them.
Yeah.
Mark came along, we had a few jams, it was cool,
Awesome.
it worked out really well. And then obviously we needed a new bass player. And then Oliver didn't turn up for his first audition.
It was work based.
Yes.
And then when he did turn up for his second audition, it was alright.
Yeah.
So
Here we
yeah,
are.
that's how it kind of worked out.
It was all right.
It was alright.
It's all right. Isn't it?
Fucking great.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Now it's much better.
It was all right. No one else, so
He enjoyed it.
stick with him.
True Death came out about a year ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EP, single. I mean,
Single.
arguably a bit of both, but
Yeah.
No.
It's long enough to be an EP for a lot of bands, but long enough to be an
I've heard shorter EPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard shorter albums. To be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
No. Well, what's next for you? Got anything else in the works?
Working on new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're writing new material. We have, obviously, we just signed to Majestic Mountain, which is fabulous for us. They're a wicked label. They've got so many good bands on it. Yeah, and they're, the benefit of that is it means that we have to actually get our asses into gear and write some more songs.
Yeah.
Which we've done.
Which we've done.
We have done.
Yeah. So we have some stuff demoed, and we're going to head to the studio probably in the summer.
Yeah.
And record that. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's super cool. Go
I think
on.
we're looking for sort of August time
Yeah,
for
for the studio.
recording. It's going to be another sort of double album.
Yeah,
Rub-
of course. One of the
Obviously, the
songs
songs
is
we
like.
write aren't particularly short, so we'll probably end up with another double album.
Yeah.
Played a couple of the bits live.
Yeah.
Well, one of the bits.
We started debuting some stuff.
Yeah.
Some more bits and pieces coming along. Yeah, that's it really. Yeah.
It's cool.
That's what's
I
next.
think that.
Well, one thing I noticed is that the track length kind of doubled from the previous album. Like, will they be doubling again, perhaps?
Still
or,
doubling. I think we were like, we're obviously wary of like how much you can really get on one side of vinyl.
Yeah.
And also the quality. You can get as long as you want, but the quality drops.
Of course,
so like
yeah.
we're trying to cap it at 22 minutes.
Okay.
It's a struggle. And also
Genuine struggle.
the biggest thing is struggling to play a set. So sometimes we get half an hour, sometimes we get 45 minutes, sometimes we get an hour. But like half an hour sets, it's like one and a half songs. We have to like. We've only got 4 songs. It's hard. So the new stuff is in the same vein. I guess it's a bit more mature.
Yeah.
We've grown as a band.
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I'd like to think it's a little bit more mature.
Not necessarily mature, but it's just grown. Like, it's massive riffs.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I
It's
think
really
we know
cool.
how to play with each other better in a musical
I
sense.
think so.
Better.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between the first stuff and what we're doing now. Is like originally I wrote the first bits and pieces, and like it was written by almost like a different band.
Yeah.
And then these guys came along.
Yeah,
and
we sort of we
we
were embellishing what you
we
did.
we honed it to what Old Haunty fits, and then now the new stuff is like from True Death onwards.
Yeah.
It's kind of how we write together. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
That's
So,
more collective.
yeah, so now it's
Not
it's more of a collective.
Yeah, not that the first record wasn't like all of us having it the same. So it
No,
was
of course.
there was like a real roots in what Chris had written, where now it's
Yeah.
kind of maybe more than there was, which I think is sounds great.
The sound of the three of you a little bit more than maybe.
Yeah, so it's all about.
definitely that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never not been that. It's just
No.
here, you were like here are the songs, and then even now, every time we play, it's always slightly different anyway because
True.
we're not.
Yeah.
Like, we're all about nuances and like if you play live. No, but like we
No,
were
no,
saying
no,
earlier,
I get it,
we
yeah.
were talking about earlier, is you watch a live band, you don't necessarily want to hear what you could hear at home. You want to hear all the
All the little
bits.
mistakes.
Yeah, like the styled out mistakes.
Yeah.
I think.
No, of course. I guess it must come naturally to write those long songs so you can bring in those nuances, you know.
But that's it. Like when you're actually playing it live as well, like you kind of think about stuff as you're playing
got
it.
enough
Yeah.
It's like you've got enough time in between the riffs and like you can add a little bit of extra. Do
I
you
know
know?
what you mean.
It's really nice, man. It's good to be able to play this sort of.
You get that with your style, don't you?
Yeah, exactly that.
Also, I don't think we could memorise more than 4 riffs.
Yeah.
That's it anyway.
We only have 4 riffs.
No, what's your favourite venue in London to play at?
It's a tough one.
There's got to be a
Obviously,
few underrated ones out there that
I would say underrated.
I'd give 3.
Okay, go first.
Right, I'll go first. The 3 that I would name would be the Dev, Londies, and Helgies. Of the London venues, they're the ones that I think probably
I think
suit who we are.
Speak for all of us, to
Yeah.
be fair. Yeah.
I would say that
Those
obviously
are our 3.
we're playing at the Dev, and Dev are involved with Desertfest. We've got Blondies, so like an independent dive bar.
Yeah.
Helgies is an independent occult bar, and they're all fighting a cause. So
Yeah.
they're all doing all the things that the scene should have. And like the Black Heart is doing exactly the same.
Yeah, don't wanna
And the Underworld, all of those guys, all those people are doing the same thing.
yeah.
So it's great, but I would say because Blondies and the Helgies are not here, but they are
a
brilliant
little bit
venues.
further out. They're Hackney based
Man,
anyway, so.
it's sort of like if you know where they are, you'll go there.
Yeah.
If you're in that town, part of
Yeah.
town, 100%. And they are the people that own them are lovely and wonderful. As are the Black Heart, as is everyone.
Yeah.
But, you know, the Dev as
Yeah,
well.
I think they're,
Chris from
they're
the
the
Dev
3
is
that we've played at probably the most. And
Yeah.
had a wicked time at all 3.
Yeah, and it's great. And the thing is, I think like everyone is fighting the cause, so it's great. So everyone is doing wonderful things for the scene.
Yeah, yeah.
So the way this is here, like you come here when it's not Desertfest, it's still like this almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And you come here on Desertfest and you know everyone knows everyone. And sort of, you can't go like you can't walk more than a metre without someone
course.
asking if you want a pint or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of the scene. So, like Desertfest, the people that do Desertfest are actively
Part of it.
making it better.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Cool. Quick one about riffs. What's the heaviest Old Horn Tooth riff? You know. Sorry.
What's the heaviest?
Heaviest Old Horn Tooth riff.
Oh man,
There's got to be a few.
for me, I would say the intro to True Death. After that, into True Death, but also Old Horn Tooth is
The
probably
actual
the
riff for Old Horn Tooth.
yeah, it's probably Old Horn
It's
Tooth.
probably one of our heaviest ones.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
But there's heavier coming. That's the thing. It's like,
But like that,
the progression.
Yeah, because we're not like a technical band by any means.
No,
It's
I
all
can't play guitar.
I can't play bass. Mark can play drums. Which is
Yeah,
great.
Mark's quite a good drummer, but we're not very good at what we do. So.
I'd say Old Horn Tooth is.
Yeah, I think out of what we're currently playing, I think Old Horn Tooth is probably our heaviest.
Yeah.
But I will say it's also like the tone. So like the tone of, because we all work quite hard on like
Yeah,
the
we've
tone
done a
of
lot.
how we sound live.
Yeah.
Which I think is important. And maybe if we didn't sound, the tone wasn't right, it would probably sound awful. But you know what I mean? Like as in like the tone make it.
You need like a
real.
bass heavy kind of
Yeah.
in your
The tone,
face.
but no,
Yeah.
we all work together, and it makes sense.
And who are your riff lords? You know,
So
other than the song Old Horn Tooth. You know.
Oh, personally, Gaz Jennings from Cathedral is like the guy for me. He's the reason that I started a doom band. Gaz Jennings.
Mark,
Oh, riff lord.
or drum lord,
Can I be drum lord?
If you like, yeah.
you are drum.
Okay, well, thinking in relation to Old Horn Tooth, the reason we slowed it all down, some of the original
That's true, yeah,
things
yeah.
were a bit faster.
Yeah.
But I was listening to not a metal band, but it's an old sub pop band called Cody, who was super slow. And I've loved them since I was a teenager, and I just thought that like slowness with the riffs would just work.
Yeah.
So it's not about actual drum work, but about aesthetics and
Of course.
and the sound and Cody, I would say. They've got some fucking crushing riffs from a slightly more non-metal, like almost indie grunge, not really
Yeah.
grunge. Don't know. how to
Alternative.
Alternative
Yeah,
side.
alternative,
Yeah.
Mark is
So
like
Cody.
yeah, no, all about music.
Well, no, there's a lot.
I don't know.
What would you say?
I don't really know because I like originally was a guitar player. So you know who I was thinking about today? Weirdly, we rehearsed today.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the old Orange Goblin bass player Martin, because obviously he like recently left.
Yes.
And I think that he is a cool bass player. It's really weird. I don't know. There was just something a thought popped into my head today. I think that he is a riff lord. Martin, the old bass player from Orange Goblin. It's weird. It's like super weird. He's a butler, obviously. Yeah. And then the dude from Sleep, Al.
Ow.
Yeah.
Just out.
So, you can call me Al.
You can call me out.
God, it's gonna be awful. People are gonna hate that shit. Don't even know his surname.
Doesn't matter.
Sleep.
Cisneros, yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't want to pronounce it.
Just can't pronounce it.
But I think but also there's loads of like local bands that are fucking amazing.
Yeah, that is
Excuse my language, but there's like also phenomenal. The scene is like thriving with amazing musicians. So
Yeah.
it's difficult to name one.
Tough. I've
Chris?
done mine.
I know you've done yours, but I'm just looking at you going, Chris is good. But it's just like, I think it's getting more difficult to name your sort of like, obviously you have people that you look up to, but yeah, it's difficult to name it. Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Right.
Any closing statements?
Just support the scene, I guess. There's so many good bands in the UK and in Europe and America. Just
See you in about an hour in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see
Yeah.
you.
See an hour in a day.
see you in an
Look
hour.
forward to it. All right then.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
All right. Oh.